morning, children. Today we shall learn about adolescence and puberty. Children, all of you are adolescent now. What does that mean? You all are growing up. Growing up is a natural process. This period of life, when the body undergoes changes leading to reproductive maturity, is called adolescence. Adolescence begins around the age of 11 and lasts up to 18 or 19 years of age. That is why all of you might be adolescent right now. Correct? Since this period covers the teens, that is 13, 14, so on till 19 years of age, adolescents are also called teenagers. You know, in girls, adolescence may begin a year or two earlier than the boys. Also, the period of adolescence varies from person to person. So, don't worry if you think that you are growing a little slower or faster compared to your classmates. Our body undergoes several changes during adolescence. These changes mark the onset of puberty. The most important change which marks puberty is that boys and girls become capable of reproduction. Puberty ends when an adolescent reaches reproductive maturity. Thus, puberty is a very important stage of our life as we become an adult through puberty. So, today we shall learn how our body changes during puberty. Boy just starts to look like a man and girl just starts to look like a woman. Now, you must be curious to know what are the changes at puberty. The most visible change during puberty is the sudden increase in height. At this time, the bones of the arms and the legs elongate and make you tall. With the onset of puberty in boys, you can see the shoulders broaden and the chest widens. In the girls, the region below the waist becomes wider. In boys, the muscles of the body grow more prominently than in the girls. You must have observed sometimes the voice of some of the boys in your class cracks. Why? At puberty, the voice box or the larynx begins to grow. Boys develop larger voice boxes. The growing voice box in boys can be seen as protruding part of the throat called Adam's apple. Many of you must be having pimples right now. Babies don't get pimples, but we get pimples during teenage. Why? Because sebaceous glands, which is actually an oil gland in our skin, starts releasing more oil. This oily substance gets accumulated under skin, causing pimples. Sweat glands, oil glands release their secretions through ducts. If pores on the skin gets clogged by dirt, then chances of pimples increase and this oily substances get accumulated more easily. So, keep your skin clean and there shall be less chances of getting pimples. During puberty, reproductive organs mature. In male, sex organs like the testes and the penis develop completely. Testes start producing sperms. In female, ovaries grow larger and eggs begin to mature. Also, ovaries start releasing mature eggs. In puberty, some specific features develop in boys and girls which make them different in appearances. Like, boys begin to grow facial hair, that is, mustaches and beard. Boys also develop hair on their chest. In girls, breasts begin to develop at puberty. As these features like growth of mustaches and beard in boys, development of breasts in girls help to distinguish the male from the female, they are called secondary sexual characters. In both boys and girls, hair grows under the arms and in the region above the thighs or the pubic region. Not just physically, teenagers also change mentally too. This is a period of change in a person's way of thinking. Intellectual development takes place and adolescent tends to spend considerable time thinking. Don't you become more aware of your surroundings, observe more and start forming opinions too? Adolescents are more independent than before and are also self-conscious. Adolescent often struggles to adjust with the changes in his body and appearance. But as adolescent learners, you should know that there is no reason to feel insecure or shy because these changes are a natural part of growing up. And not just you, your friends and classmates all are growing up. So to sum up what we learned today, humans become capable of reproduction after puberty sets in. Between the ages of 11 years and 19 years, children are called adolescents. Children gain height during adolescence. The onset of puberty brings about growth of the reproductive organs. Hair grow at various places on the body, breasts develop in girls, and facial hair, that is mustache and beard, appear in boys. Voice of boys becomes hoarse as voice box enlarges during adolescence. So now you know these changes are normal and a part of growing up. So don't feel conscious or insecure. Be yourself and be happy. That's all for now. Bye bye children.